Hey Coco, how was starting this business?
I found a mentor.
Okay.
Mentorship is the best thing everyone needs if you want to be great entrepreneur or business people. I found a mentor who supported me to do business, and then I got an opportunity to come to USA 7 years ago, and then since then I keep learning from mentors.
Okay, so how
Yeah.
do you value the entrepreneurship coaches that teach you about business?
There are so many coaches in entrepreneurship, but you just need to find someone who is a little bit ahead of you. Because if I learn from a mentor who is like billions of dollars, it's not that useful because there's too much gap in between my position and his position. So I don't learn much. I learn only like high level thing that I don't get any actionable items. So I like to find someone a little bit ahead of me, and then I get to learn some action items, practical advice, not just high level advice. High level advice, for example, mean like, oh, you have to be open minded. That's like too high level to me. But if my mentor who is close to me give me, oh, this is conversion rate is so bad, so you should do this software, try this software, and then see how it works in 1 month, and then you do a B test or something like that. That kind of people give me action items. So it's very
so
helpful.
action items.
Mhm.
And where would you find these people, Coco?
The way I find those mentors that I just find online, like TikTok is my favorite. Although people think I'm on TikTok all the time and people think I'm like watching some stupid dance or something. It's not. They teach me so much. And then I find good mentors.
Okay, so if they're selling a course, how would you go about that? Would you pay them the monthly fee or no?
Course?
Like, yeah, if they're selling courses.
Uh, could be subscription, but you cannot stick to the one mentor for a long time, because if you are stick to one or same mentors all the time, that means you are not growing. As you grow as a business person, you have to find different mentors. You need a different level because you grow. So if you're stick to the same mentors all the time, that means you're stuck.
Correct, yes.
Yeah. And then each mentor has different brain, so their knowledge is different. You kind of use up after 1 year. Use up means you absorb a lot of stuff, 90% of the thing what they're saying. So after that, you have to move up. You have to find different brain.
True. And
Yeah.
how would you build that step-by-step process for anybody who is learning in this field?
What kind of field?
Entrepreneurship.
Okay, let me repeat that. Can you say that again?
I said, what would you recommend someone who's starting out as an entrepreneur?
How do you start to be entrepreneur? Okay.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing is the final goal first. What kind of entrepreneur you want to be in 10 years? After you find that, you see yourself right now and there's huge gap, and then you need to fill the gap. But without the vision, you're just hustling. It's like it's a ship swimming, going nowhere. You always need the final destination, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and at that, when I was younger, like 20 years ago, I didn't know. Of course, I didn't know.
Yeah.
But I had a big vision that I want to be entrepreneur in foreign country like US. I didn't know that I would be doing the pursuing self to eliminate body odor associated with aging. I didn't know that.
That's true.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but I knew that I wanted to do something big. So even if it's vague, you should have some kind of goal. Do you have some goal?
Yeah, I have a goal. Just, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be hard to achieve. If you look at the gap, right? But step by step, I put in my effort, I put in the brain power, I put in my skills to learn something.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing is, the right people are not here, and I cannot find them unless somehow,
Yeah,
some
but
way,
you
I
know
found
what?
you. So
I came from LA,
yeah,
which is obviously big city, but I find more fun and I can focus more here. I'm more productive. I'm healthier. I can achieve more. I'm actually surprised.
okay, wow, okay. I didn't
Yeah,
think Reno was like
because
that, but
yeah, I know. I don't honestly. I don't meet really exciting people in person here yet, so far, than compared to LA, of course. But because I'm kind of stuck here, it's cold. I don't want to go outside. I'm stuck on social media, and then I keep learning from those people, and that teach me so much. It gives me real action items every day. I learn from them new things. So where you live in person might not be too important as long as you can learn from social media or online people.
yeah, 100%. I think I do learn from social media every day, no matter what
Mm-hmm.
it is. The content that I consume is more of like learning and having the action items. But at the end of the day, it's hard to take action when there's nobody with you because we're competing against teams versus like one person doing everything, right?
Yeah, yeah, because you cannot do everything by yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you because you don't have the business yet, so
Exactly.
it's a time for you to build skills.
That is true. I mean, if you
Yeah.
build a skill, where are you gonna, for example, marketing in the social media game? Where would you take them? Would you take them to create? Like, would you want to become a creator? I know you are a creator, so would you want to just talk about your life, or would you just want to talk about your business, or how would you take it in your sense? Because you already have done your business propositions, but where else would you take this?
Take social media too.
Take your like character building development.
Hmm.
Like it builds you as a character. At the end of the day, if you're doing um, social media, you're gonna do face yoga and you're gonna learn a lot more about face yoga. And you can tell me a lot more about face yoga, but you don't know. Like for example, have you ever heard of jack of all trades but master of none?
No.
So yeah, so there's a saying that goes jack of all trades, master of none. But I honestly think there's a twist to it because if you're a jack of all trades, you may not know about every little tiny thing in the things that you do.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly think that if you are not a master of all of them, but you can become a master at least one thing or two things or three things, that's gonna lead a long way.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's the one thing like an expert or I forgot the name, but if you say I'm good at A B C D E, you are not good at anything. Do you know why?
Because you don't focus on one main
Yes,
area.
yes, exactly. If you say you can do so many things, that means you're not expert at one thing at all. So you want to find something that you are good at, only just a couple.
Okay, just a couple. That's what I
Yeah.
have to look at, huh? Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I like that proposition. I mean that perspective.
Yeah, so lots of people overstate that. Oh, I can do marketing, I can do accounting, da, 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 da. No, if you offer so many things, I don't trust you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So focus on a couple of things that you can get really good at and become an expert at, and then just leave the other things out to do for anybody else. Correct?
Yeah, because it's impossible to be good at everything. It's always teamwork.
It is teamwork. Correct.
Yeah, so I try to find someone who is good at something. For example, Laura, our customer service Laura, she's good at customer service, super good. I don't want Laura to do any technical stuff because technology is not her expertise. So
Okay.
it's like a soccer game coach. You find what this player is good at, and then you assign to the role.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what do you recommend if you went back in time? Right? Would you do anything different?
Yes, I would do definitely different. Yeah, I would do. I could do more face yoga earlier. That's one thing. Because I know that I'm very talented for face yoga business, and for Mirai Clinical, to be honest, it's been long time. I've been doing like 14 years.
Oh, wow, 14 years. Ago. That's
14
been a long
years,
time.
and we finally got 3 million last year. For e-commerce, that's a loser.
3 million is a loser.
3 million by taking 14 years, yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
I'm a loser. So I'm not good at e-commerce. But I still do it because we want to grow. Yeah, but I realized I'm not the best.
Okay, so one last thing. Let's end off the video here. So, what would be one thing that you could, let's say you could tell the audience in the sense of what is one thing that you have learned throughout your business career, like entrepreneur career, that you would, just one piece of advice. What is one piece of advice that you would tell the audience for anybody?
Yeah, one piece of advice for any future entrepreneurs, always learn from mentors. Because mentors already made mistakes, so they can teach you. So you can shortcut to success. And at the beginning, when I came to USA, at the beginning, I didn't know the concept of mentorship. I didn't know the concept of community to learn each other, that kind of thing. I didn't know, so I was stuck by myself. So it was really hard. It was not going anywhere. But then by accident, I found a community and I started learning from mentors. That was game changing.
Okay, so learn from a mentor, and step by step, you'll have an action item to do, and then switch up a coach or a mentor, and then you'll step up the way. As long as you do your stuff, you'll step up the ladder every second of the day, every second of the time,
Yeah.
every second of the year. You're just do 1 year is good, the other might be bad, but at the end of the day, step by step, you're gonna build your character, you're gonna build your business, and you're gonna build yourself to become someone.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Also, through the process, you want to find not what your passion is, but find what you're talented for. Another mentor said, don't follow your passion, follow your talent. If you want to be successful. Do you know what it means?
Follow what you're good at, don't follow what you think you're good at.
Kind of. Like, for example, I like, soccer game, and that's my passion. But if I'm not talented, because I'm short, for example, I'm weak, for example,
Yeah.
then it's kind of waste of, it's no waste. You might have fun in life because you're passionate about it, but then you're not going to go anywhere. So if you want to be successful, follow your talent, not passion.
Got it. Thank you very much, Koko. I appreciate it.